If you're studying for the PMP exam, Domain 1, People, is where your preparation starts. It makes up 42% of the entire exam, covers 14 tasks, and tests something most candidates underestimate: your ability to lead, motivate, and manage people, not just processes. In this video, I'll give you a complete overview of all 14 tasks in Domain 1, what each one means, and exactly how the exam tests it. Let's get into it. First, let's put Domain 1 in context. The PMP exam has three domains. Domain 1, People, 42%. Domain 2, Process, 50%. Domain 3, Business Environment, 8%. Domain 1 is almost half the exam. And unlike Domain 2, which is heavy on tools and techniques, Domain 1 is about mindset, leadership, and human dynamics. Getting this domain right is often what separates candidates who pass from those who don't. Domain 1 has 14 tasks. Here's a quick overview before we go deeper. Task 1, Manage conflict. Task 2, Lead a team. Task 3, Support team performance. Task 4, Empower team members and stakeholders. Task 5, Ensure team members are adequately trained. Task 6, Build a team. Task 7, Address and remove impediments. Task 8, Negotiate project agreements. Task 9, Collaborate with stakeholders. Task 10, Build shared understanding. Task 11, Engage and support virtual teams. Task 12, Define team ground rules. Task 13, Mentor relevant stakeholders. Task 14, Promote team performance through emotional intelligence. We'll go through each one now. Task 1, Manage conflict. The exam tests three things: identifying the source of conflict, analyzing the context, and choosing the right resolution strategy. The 5 strategies are collaborate, compromise, smooth, force, and withdraw. Collaborate is almost always the best answer. Withdraw is almost always wrong. Task 2, Lead a team. This task is heavily focused on servant leadership, one of the most tested concepts in the entire exam. A servant leader puts the team's needs first, removes obstacles, and enables others to do their best work. The exam also tests different leadership styles, directive versus collaborative, and expects you to match the style to the situation. Servant leadership is the default leadership style on the PMP exam. In almost every leadership scenario, the right answer involves empowering the team, removing obstacles, and facilitating, not commanding. If a question asks what a good project manager does, think servant leader first. Task 3, Support team performance. This means measuring performance against KPIs, recognizing growth, providing feedback, and verifying improvements. The exam expects continuous feedback, not just end-of-project reviews. Task 4, Empower team members and stakeholders. Empowerment means organizing around strengths, supporting accountability, and granting appropriate decision-making authority. In Agile environments, self-organizing teams are a direct expression of this task. Task 5, Ensure team members are adequately trained. You determine what training is needed, select the right options, allocate resources, and measure outcomes. Be proactive. Identify gaps before they become problems. Task 6, Build a team. Building a team means appraising stakeholder skills, determining resource requirements, continuously assessing team capabilities, and maintaining knowledge transfer. In Agile, the team is cross-functional by design. Task 7, Address and remove impediments, obstacles, and blockers. This is one of the core responsibilities of a servant leader. You identify what is blocking the team, prioritize the most critical blockers, use your network and authority to remove them, and reassess continuously. On the exam, if the team is blocked, your job is to unblock them, not to do their work for them. Task 8, Negotiate project agreements. Negotiation on the PMP exam is structured. Analyze the bounds, assess priorities, set your objectives, participate actively, and determine your strategy in advance. The exam tests whether you prepare before negotiating. Task 9. Collaborate with stakeholders. This goes beyond communication. Collaboration means evaluating engagement needs, optimizing alignment between stakeholder expectations and project objectives, and building trust. Trust is a recurring theme in Domain 1. Task 10. Build shared understanding. When misunderstandings occur, you break down the situation, survey all parties, investigate root causes, and support the outcome. The exam rewards curiosity and investigation over assumption. Task 11. Engage and support virtual teams. Virtual teams require different tools and more deliberate engagement. The exam tests whether you proactively address geography, culture, and technology challenges. Task 12. Define team ground rules. You communicate organizational principles, foster an environment that supports the rules, and manage violations when they occur. Task 13. Mentor relevant stakeholders. Mentoring is about recognizing opportunities and investing time. The exam tests whether you see mentoring as part of your role, not an optional extra. Task 14. Promote team performance through emotional intelligence. EI on the PMP exam means using personality indicators to assess behavior and adjusting your approach to meet the emotional needs of key stakeholders. Self-awareness, empathy, and social skills are all testable concepts here. About half the PMP exam covers Agile or hybrid approaches, and Domain 1 is heavily Agile influenced. Servant leadership replaces command and control in Agile environments. Teams are self-organizing. The PM facilitates, not directs. Conflict is expected and healthy in Agile. Retrospectives are a built-in resolution mechanism. Emotional intelligence is especially important in cross-functional, fast-moving teams. And virtual team engagement is a growing reality that Agile frameworks address through digital ceremonies and collaboration tools. Here's the mindset shift that Domain 1 demands. The PMP exam consistently rewards project managers who lead people, who inspire, empower, and develop their teams, over those who simply assign tasks and track progress. Every time you see a leadership scenario, ask yourself, what would a servant leader do? That's almost always your answer. 4 traps that catch candidates in Domain 1. Trap 1. Choosing to escalate conflict immediately. Always try direct resolution first. Trap 2. Assigning tasks based on availability, not strengths. Task 6 says organize around strengths. Trap 3. Ignoring virtual team challenges. Task 11 expects proactive engagement, not just more emails. Trap 4. Treating emotional intelligence as soft and unimportant. On the PMP exam, EI is a concrete, testable skill that affects every human interaction. Let's do a quick recap of all 14 tasks. Task 1. Manage conflict. Collaborate first, withdraw last. Task 2. Lead a team. Servant leadership. Match style to situation. Task 3. Support performance. KPIs. Feedback. Continuous improvement. Task 4. Empower. Organize around strengths. Grant decision authority. Task 5. Train. Identify gaps. Allocate resources. Measure outcomes. Task 6. Build a team. Skills, resources, knowledge transfer. Task 7. Remove impediments. Prioritize blockers. Use your network. Task 8. Negotiate. Prepare, set objectives, execute strategy. Task 9. Collaborate. Align expectations, build trust. Task 10. Shared understanding. Investigate, survey, resolve. Task 11. Virtual teams. Proactive engagement, right tools. Task 12. Ground rules. Communicate, enforce, manage violations. Task 13. Mentor. Recognize opportunities, invest time. Task 14. Emotional intelligence. Assess behavior, adjust approach. Let's finish with an exam-style question covering Domain 1. Question. A project manager is working with a cross-functional Agile team. Two team members have been in conflict for 2 weeks over the technical approach. Other team members are starting to feel uncomfortable and productivity is dropping. What should the project manager do first? Option A. Escalate the issue to the project sponsor and ask for a decision. Option B. Assign the technical decision to the most senior engineer on the team. Option C. Meet with both team members separately to understand each position, then bring them together to work toward a solution. Option D. Raise the conflict in the next sprint retrospective so the team can address it collectively. The correct answer is C. This is a collaborate strategy scenario in an agile environment. The project manager's role is to facilitate resolution, not impose it or delegate it. Meeting individually first allows both parties to speak freely, then bringing them together creates the conditions for a genuine solution. Why not A? Escalating skips direct engagement. The PMP exam expects you to handle this yourself first. Why not B? Assigning the decision to one person is force. It damages trust. Why not D? Waiting for the retrospective is too slow. Productivity is already dropping. C is correct because it is proactive, direct, and applies the collaborate strategy. That's your complete overview of PMP Domain 1. All 14 tasks, the key concepts, the Agile perspective, and the exam mindset you need. Each task in this overview has its own dedicated deep dive video on this channel. Subscribe for more PMP exam prep. Next up, how to manage conflict on the PMP exam. Task 1 in detail. See you in the next video.